Oof, hold on. Wait, give me a second. Yeah, that's delicious. Good morning. I had such a good time filming my first vlog. I said, you know what, it. I'm gonna keep going with it. I'm gonna do it again. It's a beautiful spring morning here in Western New York, and I'm getting ready to zip on over to a gentle yoga class. The class that I am taking is with a really, really popular instructor in the area, like very well loved for very good reason. He's amazing. But the last time I showed up a little bit too late, and one of the only spots left in the class was behind an older gentleman who at one point in the class did purposely tickle the bottom of my foot. And it was taken care of, but I want to avoid something like that happening again. It's really weird. Don't do that. Don't do that to people. The other thing is, guys, I straightened my hair. I straightened the Bixie. I took a legit flat iron to it, not just a blowout brush. And it has way more length than I thought it did. I still look a little, but I feel like I have a real bob coming through at this point. I'm really excited. So let's go get to this little yoga class and stretch it out. Real quick, I want to show y'all something. When my now husband was still my boyfriend one year, he went on a family trip to France and he was like, do you want me to bring you anything back? And I was like, oh my God, I would absolutely love a tote bag from Shakespeare and Company. And then he came back with this. It's like baby size. And at first I was like, I can't take that anywhere. But you know what? It's actually perfect for yoga because it's not so big that it takes up a shit ton of space and is annoying for other people, trying to squeeze in around you. And it fits all the shit you need, like your keys and stuff. So she's found her purpose, tiny tote. Girl, I'm back. Yoga was beautiful. As always, was exactly what I needed. And now I'm just getting ready really quick because I am having a little girls' night with one of my best friends. We're gonna do cocktails and she's gonna do my nails because, hold on. I've been going to town on him. It's not been good. So she's gonna do me up a little bit. She's gonna help me out. And we're probably just gonna chill out and watch a little movie, have little snackies. So I'm gonna go run some errands and get all the things that I need to do for that. But I figured as I was getting ready, I would talk a little bit about Cleopatra and Frankenstein, which I finished last week. She's you know how people are obsessed with Sally Rooney? For good reason. She's a brilliant author as well. But Coco is my Sally Rooney. I'll keep it spoiler free, but Cleopatra and Frankenstein, just a quick little overview, is a novel about a young British woman in her early 20s. I want to say she's between the ages of 23 and 25, I think, who's living in NYC, and she's a very manic pixie dream girl, cool girl, art girl, party girl. You know the vibe. I basically imagined her as Suki Waterhouse in my head, except blonder. And she, at a New Year's Eve party one night, meets Frank, who is an older guy in his late 40s, early 50s, I want to say, who's working. He's a higher up at some marketing agency, and they pretty quickly fall in love, and girl, they get married in a fever. I think they get married 3 months into dating. And then the rest of the book focuses on their relationship dynamics and how it is kind of a toxic relationship, as well as how their relationship affects the lives and relationships of other people in their inner circle. So their friends, their family, their loved ones. It looks at the ripple effect that their relationship has on other people. I loved it. I loved it. I feel oftentimes, especially in modern literary fiction, somebody always is a writer, right? Authors oftentimes, I think, kind of project their own talents, their own lifestyles, their own dreams, or what have you may, into their characters and into their stories. And somebody in most books is a writer. And in her books, I don't think anybody does. I guess like in marketing and commercial stuff, like that's as close to the writing world as her characters really get. In Blue Sisters, her other novel, one sister is a model, one is a boxer, one's a lawyer, and the other is a teacher. And then in this book, Cleo is an artist, Frank works in marketing. The amount of depth that she gives their careers and like their perspectives and personalities is just so far beyond, I think, what a lot of authors are capable of doing in their novels, or that I've at least encountered. She writes so well about what different types of love look like, whether that's between siblings, between non-traditional relationships, between parents. Like, she writes about all variants of love in equally beautiful ways. I also appreciate that in both Cleopatra and Frankenstein and Blue Sisters, she really spotlights addiction. I feel like her portrayals of addiction are very accurate and very, very humanizing. And like that right there is just what I love about her books. I think she makes her characters feel like real humans that could be out there in the world. Like when I was reading Blue Sisters, I was fully like, these girls are real. And that's also how I felt when I was reading Cleo and Frankenstein, which just does so much for the emotional attachment that you develop to the characters and to the story as a whole. So I 10 out of 10 recommend it. I would definitely recommend for any of her books to check out the trigger warnings, because she does cover some pretty heavy topics and some of them can be a little bit graphic at times. But I'm going to finish my makeup and then I'm going to go run these errands and I'm going to charge this camera because she's about to go kaput. I have to go buy more Lillet because the Lillet that we had been in our fridge for over a year and I think it had mold or something in the bottom.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
Brady thinks it was just grapes, but I think it was mold. That looks so good. 99. How pretty. Oh! Show off your belly. See you later.
I like the girls that do drugs, girls with cigarettes in the back of the club.
Bestie can, Bestie can, Bestie can, Bestie can, Bestie can, Bestie can. 1 ounce of vodka each. I'm gonna do 1, 2. I had late caffeine today. I don't know if I can do an espresso martini quite yet. My GI tract is still mad. My body has kept the score of our last rounds.
From like weeks ago?
Yeah. Oh, but you look so nice!
Yeah, I know. Audience will just have to wonder.
Oh. I'll have to imagine what you look like by the sound of your voice.
Yes.
Masculine guy right there.
Do you know how long this is supposed to be in?
Oh, balls. I need to cut a lemon real quick. Did you work from home today?
Yes.
Nice. Like
Gotta be.
a prebiotic gummy.
Yeah, they're extremely chewy.
That's okay. You know what though? I appreciate you looking out for my gut health. Do you remember that? What was that thing that everyone's parents had in the like mid-aughts that like the shake weight? Oh my god, did you guys have one?
No,
we did. Moment of truth.
Moments of truth.
Oh, look how pretty.
Gorgeous. This is a good size.
Yeah. That's perfect.
Kind of burnt out.
Yeah. Too much of it gives me a really bad headache.
Oh, you got it.
Hell yeah. Glug, 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 glug.
But I feel like
And then they never leave.
they never leave, but it lasts for so long. Got rid of it so long ago, I just didn't remember. And it would be like a stronger like flavor, so it'll be a different cocktail.
Cheers!
Cheers!
Oh.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's not too sweet.
That's fun.
In on dead people. We don't. Yeah.
Right.
Lord.
Self a girl and settle down.
I didn't know about that. It was his top secret operation, and then he like abandoned it, and he never went back to
And that's just like casually being talked about.
it. Hey, who's beautiful? It's you. Bean. First things first. How are you? It is now Sunday. It's Mother's Day Sunday, which is honestly got me feeling a little bit down. I'm a little bit sad because I'm not with my mom. My mom and I don't live in the same state. In fact, we live roughly a 15-hour, 16, if you're really lucky, only like 13-hour-long car ride away from each other. Yeah, I'm just kind of like, I'm in my feels about it today. But in other news, I went to a hot Pilates class this morning, kicked my ass entirely. That shit is literally like training for war. It's insane. And afterwards, my gym has like a little boutique section where they sell a lot of overstock clothing from brands like Free People and just like nicer independent brands. And I got a pair of pants that are so cute. I've been searching for the perfect pair of pants like this for over a year now. And I got them on super sale markdown, except they're about 5 inches too long on my 5-foot tall body. So one of my friends has agreed to hem them for me. And as a trade, I'm gonna make her some of my depression cookies, which are salted honey butter cookies and some homemade butter. Hear me when I say this. This look that I have going on today, horrible for baking and churning butter. Okay, it's giving trad wife, it's giving Amish girl even a little bit if she was like chic. And don't get it twisted. I ain't no trad wife. I like to bake. Yeah, I churn butter. What the what about it? But I just do those because they're hobbies, bruh. They're hobbies. Come on now. Don't play with me like that. First, before I do that, I'm going to go post up and I'm going to read 2 chapters of my book. I'm holding myself to that. So let's go have a little cozy baking reading afternoon, shall we? You gonna come read with me? Come here. About 2 chapters done. This is so good. I'm only like 6 or so chapters in, but so far it's excellent. We're gonna make some cookies now, okay? I'm all gowned up. Right. Who's there? Figgy! I'm gonna say something at the top of this. This is not a brown butter recipe. I want you to listen very closely when I say this. Not every sweet treat you make has to be made with browned butter. I feel like I go on Pinterest and it's brown butter, gotta hide the brown butter. You gotta brown the butter, you gotta make it nutty. You don't have to, and it's okay. Things can still be good without browning the butter. So these are, like I said before, my depression cookies, aka they are salted honey butter cookies. Let's get it going, okay? We're gonna do our wet-ish ingredients together first. So I'm gonna start with, I've got a 1/2 cup of brown sugar and white sugar. I got a stick of butter. Come on. There we go. Hey! I did it. Room temperature egg. 1. Yeah! No shells left behind, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get her mixed in there. Okay, next I'm gonna add 1/4 cup of honey. The reason I call them my depression cookies is because the recipe is super simple and, in my opinion, pretty low effort, and most of the ingredients are things that I already have in the house most of the time. So it's just really easy to make these if I'm like feeling like shit or like my motivation's low and I want to do something that feels like productive. And I also got a sweet little treat out of it. Who could be mad? And then I'm gonna do 1 teaspoon of vanilla paste. A little bit of lemon ginger for a pick-me-up. So then in here I have my flour mix, which is gonna be 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna add 1/2 cup at a time. Last little bit. I actually don't know if I'm going to use all of this flour because the dough is already looking kind of together. So I'm going to do more like 1 3/4 cups of flour overall, of the flour mix. I'm noticing as I'm doing this, I keep having these very big exhales. And I think it's because I'm so wired so often, and this actually is very relaxing for what it's worth. You want it to get to the point where it looks kind of like Play-Doh. Now we're gonna put this in the fridge for at least 1.5 hours. Honestly, the longer the better. I think it helps with the shape of the cookie and the overall texture, the longer it is in the fridge. Wow, that was clean. Right, it's a couple hours later, made a little chopped salad situation, and our cookie dough is ready to go. The oven is preheating to 350. I'm just gonna take the dough, clean hands, clean, and I'm gonna start breaking it up into, I don't know, pieces like that. Roughly the size of a golf ball. Baking sheet is lined with parchment paper, okay? Ooh, I think that's gonna be a big boy. I have a belief that, you know how if you speak nicely to plants, they allegedly grow like better, more beautifully, faster, fuller. It's like good for them. I feel like if you listen to music that you love and do a little dance while you're baking or cooking, the food will taste better. I would do a study about that if offered the funding. Just doing a little like crosshatch thing on them. Now I'm gonna take a little bit of cinnamon and I'm just gonna dust it over the top. Every single time I make something with cinnamon, I think of the human Drake and Josh episode. Okay, now I'm gonna take some of my Maldon salt, but I'm just gonna sprinkle it over the top. My husband's home. Hi. Going in the oven for 10 minutes. Cocktails appeared. Cheers. The cookies, they got big. So I'm gonna slam this on the countertop like a couple times. Like, it's gonna give them a nice crinkle. They're like in the shape of little hexagons. I'm gonna let these sit for about 5 minutes like this, and then I'll move them over to a cooling wire rack, and then I'll bake the rest. But I'm gonna go, because my husband and I are gonna watch The Pit, and we're gonna enjoy our night. I'm gonna make the butter tomorrow, so yeah. Y'all, it's been a weird day, okay? Let me reframe. It's been a very weird, like, couple of hours. So it all starts when I make the horrible decision to look at my credit card history. This is how, if it had been a phone call, this is what it would have felt like.
Hello? You don't say. Slow down. Yeah. Now, slow down. You're positive this is true? I don't know what I'm gonna tell the old lady. Right. Right, 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 right. We're ruined.
I was like, damn, bro. Yikes. I felt like that picture of Bobby Hill where he's like, I need money. Fuck. But it's fine. It's gonna be fine. I will note that that is a really bad thing to do before you go into a yoga class where you're supposed to be like relaxed and chill and blah, blah, blah. But so that's exactly what I did. I went to a yoga class and it was hard, which I love a hard yoga class. I like my gentle yoga and I like my medium vinyasas and I like my hard power vinyasas. Okay? I like a little bit of everything. And today I was like, yeah, I really want a hard power vinyasa. It was so hard that, picture this, we get to Shavasana. Everyone in the class coated with sweat. The exhaustion is palpable in the room. We're all beat to shit. We're laying there, serene music playing. You're finding your center, you're finding your center. Somebody else in the class begins to have a coughing fit. And it's not just any old coughing fit. It's the type of coughing fit where within moments, they get up, they book it out of the room. Now, the bathrooms are right outside the studio. We're laying there, we're in Shavasana. What serene music playing, okay? And what happens? This girl who had to book it out of the yoga room, we can hear her barfing. We can hear her throwing up. I was keeping it together. I was fine. However, we were just laying there with this serene music playing, like washing over us, and then also the sounds of some muffled vomitus happening in the background. And the poor teacher, she was trying to like, you know, give a little speech, little sentiment, little relaxing, mindful moment, like over the sounds of the barfing. But you could still hear the barfing. But yeah, I'm praying for that girl. May she make a full recovery, both physically and socially and emotionally. Okay, my heart goes out to you, girlfriend. And then after class, I'm like, God damn, I want a matcha so bad right now. And I go to a coffee shop I don't usually go to. I get up to order. They only have like the kind that it's like 2.5 ounces of matcha and you're supposed to drink it. Like no milk, no flavor, just green brown matcha. I love the smell of it. I don't particularly like the taste of it. And in this moment, I was craving a sugary drink. I wanted a sugary matcha drink and they didn't have it. So I panicked. And I was like, can I just have a London Fog? Sure. You can have a London Fog. Yeah. I'm standing there waiting for it. And what do I hear? I hear the steamer. Oh! In that moment, I realized I forgot to order it iced. So she calls my name. And then this is what she hands me. Ah! It's a hot drink. It's hot out today. I'm covered in sweat. I can't drink a hot latte. I'm gonna say something. I hated when I worked in coffee when somebody would order something and I would give them what they asked for and then they would go, oh my God, this is like so. Yeah. So I know this is like so annoying, but like I did not mean to order a hot one. I'm so sorry. Oh, would you be able to make an iced one? But can you make me a hot one? I meant to order a cold one and this is hot. I can't drink the hot one. No, it does something funny to my tummy. I can't do the hot. I can't. So thank you. Yeah. Don't do that. Don't be that person. I'm saying all of this because I saw a TikTok the other day where a girl was like, accidentally ordered my iced drink hot and I challenged my inner people pleaser and asked for a cold one. And I was like, no, I'm going to put this in the fridge. And then you know what I did? You know what I did is I drove home. I was sipping on it. I'm like, I don't really like it, but it's kind of good. And I DoorDashed and I got a hibiscus lemonade tea. I was trying to figure out what that said. I thought it said hammy. It says hummus. I got a veggie and hummus sandwich. We're gonna turn this day around and it's gonna be fine. We're gonna keep watching The Pit. We watched 3 episodes last night. We never do that. We were... That's us watching The Pit the whole time. Yeah, we're locked in. I'm gonna go eat and then I'll see you on the butter side. Churn time. I have my little hand churn thing here. 2 cups of heavy cream in here. You want to fill up your churn about halfway. And now I'm just gonna go at it and soon we will have butter. I've been watching Industry kind of on and off and I'm still on season 1. So I'm gonna put that on while I churn. Let's go. Locking in. Crazy shoulder work.
Hi, welcome back.
Got loads of bangles.
Just kickstart the year with some accounting.
I have no idea what they're doing in this show. What? Is this finance? Is this stocks? Is this sales? What is this? What is the industry that they are in? Oh! I died. Consistency change. She's getting creamy. Every ad I'm getting is about Ozempic and I'm sitting here churning butter on my pouch. Butter has been churned. Now I'm going to take this to the kitchen for the next steps. I'm going to take my churned butter. This is the moment of truth. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh. Yeah, baby. Beautiful yellow. Oh my God, I'm so pleased. Next part, I'm gonna do over my sink because it could get a little messy. But I'm gonna take this jar and I'm gonna strain the butter and collect the buttermilk. And I'm gonna put that aside. And I'm gonna use that to make something like pancakes tomorrow. Girls, we've got butter. So now I'm gonna dunk this into this little bowl of ice water. I'm just gonna play with her real quick like that. Now I'm gonna rinse this under cold water. Now I'm gonna take some Maldon salt again. I'm gonna put a good pinch of it right on top of there. Before I get started with slapping and spanking, I'm just gonna give it a quick like fold. And now I'm gonna spank it with my little butter paddles, okay? I've actually never used these. My mom got me these for Christmas a couple years ago. This is the first time I've ever used them, girl. Okay. Well, I don't even know why I'm doing this. I'm going to be putting it in a little jar. And there you have it, girls. Some flaky, salty, yummy, freshly churned butter. Okay. Get in there. Girl, get in there. Hey. I'm gonna have a little taste. Butter made by me should definitely come with like a health warning label that says that if you have any kind of pre-existing or current heart condition, you probably shouldn't eat anything that I'm giving you. That is honestly the best color butter I've ever made. It's never turned out that yellow. So whatever the cows that are supplying the milk to Whole Foods these days, whatever they're eating, must be right. All right. Hi, good morning. My friend's officially working on my pants. Okay, it's a brand new day. I feel in the universe the vibes of today are less weird than they were yesterday. I figured instead of always being like, I'm going to this yoga class, I'm going to this strength class, I'm going to Pilates, I'm going to and like mentioning it all throughout these videos, I'm gonna start at the top of the vlogs more often, kind of breaking down what my movement goals are for that week, and then at the end checking in and letting you know kind of where I'm at when I wrap up filming these. So I'll just, since I didn't do that this time, I'll let you know. My movement goals for this week are 3 yoga classes, 2 strength classes, and my strength classes are either bar or Pilates, 3 Peloton rides, and then 4 outdoor walks. So far this week, I've done 2 yoga classes. I'm going to my 3rd this morning. And then I've done 1 strength class and 1 Peloton. That about wraps it up for me, girls. These are the things I want to know. This is what I want to know. Your thoughts on Cleopatra and Frankenstein. What you like to make, do, or create when you're feeling down and you need something low effort. What would you do if you could hear someone barfing while you're in Shavasana? Girls, can you come say goodbye? Bye. Say goodbye.
Bye-bye. Oh, 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 oh.